Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I got a good one here today. Another collection video starring CC the cat, of course. This collection video, I think this one's gonna be real fun because along with collecting games, I also like collecting these steelbooks, so let's jump into it. I got about 30 steelbooks right now. So I'll start with Mass Effect, a game that I absolutely loved. I put 120 hours into this game, just a single player alone. So that kind of shows you how much I enjoyed it. We got Dragon Ball Xenoverse, the first one. I actually did order the second one, but I'm disputing it with USPS because they lost it in the mail, which is aggravating. But this is an amazing steelbook. I like the design of the dragon Shenron on that, and it's a nice silhouette. The only thing that this one lacks that every other one has, no logo here, like how you'd see it on everyone else, like the Mass Effect one. But as far as design goes, I liked it a lot. And one of my favorite games is Dishonored. Oops. Well, that code's already used. This is the Dishonored 2 Steelbook. Such a great game. I love the Dishonored series so much. Next up is Halo from the Master Chief Collection. Love my Halo. And this one's pretty simple, but the colors, and you see the design in the background and how this kind of like stands out, makes it pop a lot more. We got the Gears of War 4 Steelbook. This is an amazing game. And I saw the trailer for Gears 5 where it's going to focus on Kate instead of JD. But, Gears is Gears, so you can't go wrong with this cool-ass steelbook. And here's the plastic sleeve for it. The Ultimate Edition. But you could actually probably find that cheap these days. Another cheap steelbook is Homefront the Revolution. This is a good game that didn't get too many good reviews. But I think it's X enhanced and looks so good on Xbox One X. And I think if you go back to it now, you'll like it more than when it was originally released, I guess. I don't know. I picked this up for like $10 after it was released, and I enjoyed it. Next up, we got Halo 5. Again, Halo, you can't go wrong with Halo. I hope they do another type of collection video with Halo Infinite, because that game looks like it's gonna be Halo on a whole different level. But yeah, Halo 5, man, that was such a fun game, especially the multiplayer. One of the more recent ones to my collection, Ark Survival Evolved. Yeah, so this is a game that I picked up recently. I'm gonna be starting soon. There's a couple Xbox gamers that I want to play it with. So yeah, but this is a real good, cool steelbook. This is one of my more favorite ones because it's got this really cool design. I like the Ark logo. The background looks good with the dinosaurs. So yeah, that one's definitely up there. One of my favorite games of last year, probably my second favorite game behind Assassin's Creed Origins. We got Middle-earth Shadow War. I picked up the steelbook of this one, which when you open it like this, bam. And yeah, it's all the codes and stuff that's been used for this as well. But yeah, this is a fantastic game. And this is one of those games I put crazy hours into. So with the recently announced Hitman 2, I got the Hitman Steelbook edition, which this have this cool imprinted lettering here. You know, Hitman's Agent 47's always a badass, man. And yeah, I'm debating if I should pre-order the gold edition, the standard edition, or the collector's edition of Hitman 2, because I really did like Hitman a lot. One of the more weaker games in my collection, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. This is it's still a fun game, but yeah, it's definitely one of the weaker fighters that I own. I just really enjoy games like Mortal Kombat X and Injustice 2 a lot more. Still, this is a really cool steelbook though. Ultron and what's his name? Sigma. Is it Sigma 6 or something like that? I don't remember off the top of my head. Then we got Battlefield 1. Now, I don't play COD. I've never liked it, but I am a Battlefield guy. So you know I'm getting that Battlefield 5, which I don't believe have any type of collector's edition. But yeah, you could find these steelbooks cheap though, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, this is a great fucking game. And then follow up with my favorite fighter. Bam. Injustice 2. Got the Superman, looks awesome. The Batman, that green on Batman looks awesome. The yellow on Superman looks awesome. And yeah, I have the one with all the DLC fighters like the Ninja Turtles, Hellboy. My favorite fighter, hands down, this whole generation. Like, I'm not even super good at fighters, but like, I'm a huge DC fan, so you get all my favorite superheroes, put them in a fighting game. I'm playing this bad boy nonstop, and then add characters like Hellboy, Ninja Turtles as well as a crossover. Can't beat that. Next up, Far Cry 4 Steelbook. This is a really cool one too. I kind of like the ones that are a little more busy, and that you know, it's got a lot going on in the background and stuff. They tend to be more of my favorite ones. And Far Cry 4 was a really good game. I don't know what the consensus is, but I also have the Far Cry Primal Steelbook, and I like Far Cry Primal more than 4, but Far Cry 5 is better than both. And this is an awesome Steelbook. Okay, there's nothing in the back, but yeah. Oh yeah, this one came with the soundtrack. Yeah, that's a sick Steelbook. Next up, so, you know, I've been gaming since the early 90s, since Sonic the Hedgehog days on the Genesis. And this is my first Final Fantasy game. I think it's a great freaking game too. And this is a awesome steelbook. I really dig this art. If you know who drew this art, maybe it's on the cover and I wasn't paying attention, let me know, because this artist did a really good job just on the creativity of it. Next up, Far Cry 5. Like I said, I thought that this game took everything. It's my favorite Far Cry so far. And then the gold edition came with Far Cry 3, the classic edition, which is really good too. Voss is a legendary villain. But yeah. Oh, this is a fantastic steelbook. In terms of some of my favorites, this one is top 5. I just think this one looks so sick with the whole that mural painting they got, similar to a church. Got the Father right there. Yeah, a great game, a fantastic steelbook. We got Fallout 4. Great game that I admit I haven't put in as much time as I'd like to, but I still enjoyed what I played of it. I do really need to get back to it, especially with Fallout 76 coming out later this year. But yeah, the back, you know what makes the steelbook cool? Is that it's one that if you open up, you get the whole picture. And so while a guy standing there, the suit with dog meat probably wouldn't be the coolest. When you see it like this, yeah, it looks awesome. We got Forza Horizon 7. Forza Motorsport 7, which this is a great freaking game. This is a cool steelbook, but it's very similar to the sleeve, but still can't hate on this. I put a lot of hours into this game since getting it. And the cool thing about a game like Forza is, you know, I could just play my music while playing it and then just enjoy my racing. One of my favorite Xbox games, Quantum Break, and there's a game called Control that was announced, closest thing to a sequel we'll get. But yeah, Quantum Break, this game was so good, and this steelbook really shows how the powers worked, and the powers were so awesome in this game, and the graphics were incredible. Alright, so the colors on Assassin's Creed Unity steelbook is crazy. I really dig this shade of blue and red with the black and gray. It looks so good. Oh, this steelbook looks good. And Unity was a good game too. I played it like a year or two after it came out, so I didn't deal with the bugs. So I just played it straight through, like put a good 61 hours or so into the game. I thought it was really good. But then again, I'm an Assassin's Creed fanboy. Let's see. What else we got? South Park, The Fractured Butthole. This is a great, funny game. It's very easy. And it also came with The Stick of Truth. Both are very easy games, even with the quote-unquote difficulty of choosing your skin color. But this one you got the Coon and Mysterion. Yeah, let's go ahead and put Mysterion on the front. But yeah, great games. I love them. Doom. This was a great game, but this is one of the more simple steelbooks. Both sides are virtually the same. But hey, great game, so no hate there. Alright, Tekken. This is such a cool steelbook, isn't it? See, what makes it cool is that there's so much going on. Akuma in the background, to where, you know, I just really like these as opposed to something like Doom, which not bad and I like it, but when you got something like that, a very action-packed steelbook, it's just, oh, it just looks so cool. And then another super cool one is the Watch Dogs 2 steelbook. This game is way better than Watch Dogs 1. It's like the Assassin's Creed 2 to Assassin's Creed 1, where they just added so much. Return to Dead Sect. Again, this is just, the art is so cool. There's a lot going on. It's why it's another one of my more favorite ones. Need for Speed Payback. Good game. This game has the corniest dialogue ever, though. Like, this is some early 2000s, 1999, you know, speaking like a white boy, acting black type thing. But other than that, it's fun. The steelbook is pretty cool as well. Let's see what's next. The Skyrim Steelbook. Yeah, this is super awesome steelbook. Okay, yeah. Got that. One of my favorite games of last year, Prey. And what's cool is that you get the female or the male. Morgan Wu, which works for either male or female, which is pretty cool. So yeah, great game, great steelbook. The Evil Within 2 steelbook. This is a lot like the cover, but it still looks awesome. This is also an awesome game, and what I liked is that they took away the what is it called, with the bars, with the black bars on the top and the bottom. I can't think at the time, but yeah, I love it. We got my favorite game of last year, a game I put 100 hours into, Assassin's Creed Origins. And this steelbook is pretty sick with Bayek. And on the back, bam. Yeah, this game, man. This game had me hooked. I can't praise the game or the steelbook enough. And last but not least, the game that I've been playing non-stop since it was released, State of Decay 2. And this is such a sick steelbook. Oh, I love this steelbook. And then, if you see the way the light flashes off, and it kind of gives this effect, it makes it even more awesome. And with that, ladies and gents, that's my Xbox One Steelbook collection.